Greetings, everybody. My name is Suzanne Turney, and I am the CEO and president of the Lupus Foundation of America's Great Ohio chapter. And I have lupus. And today I want to thank you for joining my lupus living room. And there's nothing I like better than to talking to fellow Lupians and learning about their journey and sharing and caring. And so today we have one of our top walkers here from Cleveland, Ohio, Latasha Adams. Latasha, thank you so much for coming to my lupus living room. I can't wait to learn all about you. And you have a famous lupus, what are we calling these, jerseys? How did you get that beautiful? She has a purple and green jersey on. It says lupus. It's got her name on it. It looks like you're going to war. You're definitely a lupus warrior. You've raised a lot of money for the walk. This is your big moment of fame here. I'd love to know about, I'm assuming you have lupus. You do. Tell us about your journey with lupus. When were you diagnosed? What were your peaks, your valleys? Can you share with us?
Yes, well, I was diagnosed with lupus November 1st, 2000. I got sick like a year before that. I kept having fatigue. I went to multiple doctors. Nobody didn't seem to know what was going on with me. And then it was a doctor at St. Louis Hospital. Her name was Bonita Coe. God bless her soul. She ran all these tests with me, and she kept saying like, I believe you have lupus. I didn't even know what it was, but I just know it's painful, tired, exhausted. I stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing. I was like into a lot of sports. I did a lot of sports in school, like very flexible. I did everything, and then it just was like my life just started crumbling. Didn't know what was going on, and she told me what it was. A couple weeks after that, um, I was real depressed. I had two kids or whatever. I started going to different doctor's appointments. She referred me to a rheumatologist. They did all these tests on me. Then they came back with some words I didn't want to hear. They telling me that like it was like really bad, and they told me that I probably would only live to see 30 years of age. So they was really nice about it. They had me doing the living will and all of that, but I didn't want to hear that. And I mean, and it's only two things you could do with lupus. You can either live or you could just be stressed out and you can die. So I just looked in the mirror like I'm gonna have to live. I have kids. Nobody not gonna do your kids like you gonna do them. So I got to live and I got to beat this. And I'm a warrior, so that's what I've been doing for these last 25 years.
Well, good for you. Good for you. So you have two children?
Yeah, well, they're adults.
They're
Yes.
adults now.
Well, I have three now.
You have three now.
Yes, I had
Okay.
two at the time.
Okay. And your children, are they healthy?
Yes, they are.
Thankfully. Good for
Very
you.
healthy, all
And
three.
so you had this year. So I'm assuming you had systemic lupus.
System, yes, yes.
Okay. And are you on medication now? Or are you able to beat that?
Yes, I am. Actually, I was on about 30 medications. So now I'm down. I take the one pill for lupus, hydrochloroquine,
Mm-hmm.
250 milligrams twice a day. If I have a flare up, I'll get a dose pack, a metrogestin, the dose pack, which is steroids. It
Mm-hmm.
helps with the inflammation. I take a lot of vitamins. I do a lot of healthy things like with plants and things of that nature. Um, I take a pain pill. I take Percocets as needed, 7.5 milligrams. I was introduced to ketamine therapy, so I take ketamine therapy
Hmm.
and the vitamins, and that keep me going.
So you know about vitamins because your trade, you're working, and she just shared with me she's a chef. So you know more about nutrition and you can apply it better than I can, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can, but I'm the type of person that I believe that I'm the type of person that you live your life because we live just to die. If you do everything healthy, you still gonna leave this earth. Just believe in God and do you and keep on moving. Cause I really haven't changed my diet as much. And I'm
So
still
there's
here.
not certain foods you stay away from.
You know,
So, but you do take vitamins. Which vitamins is your pleasure?
I take I take vitamin D. I take vitamin B. Um, vitamin B complex. I don't
Yeah,
even
I
know.
echo that. I do that as well.
It's two more that I take, but I don't know the name of them.
Okay. Yeah. So the B and the D, the D is because
It's
we're
for your
all,
bones.
yeah, and we're all a little bit sun deprived.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the B help for me with my nervous system because I have a true B12 deficiency.
Yes.
So you have lupus. Do you have any of its sisters and brothers? So usually you don't just have lupus, you have something else going on.
Yes, I have lupus. I have fibromyalgia. I have
Okay.
rheumatoid arthritis. I have degenerative disc disease.
Okay.
I have spinal stenosis. I have acute myofascial chronic pain syndrome. I have a sickle cell trait. I'm anemic, and I also have the hypothyroidism.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you and I have a lot of things that we share in common.
Yes.
It's interesting. So we don't know why. Usually, when you have lupus, I call them sister diseases. There's another host of them as well. It's interesting because the young lady that was just in here earlier also spoke about degenerative disc disease, and she was getting shots to help her with that. But you're on your feet a lot all day long.
Yes.
How do you manage that? You really are a warrior because I just shared with you tonight. I'll go to the family restaurant and work a couple hours. It kills my feet. I don't know how you can stay on your feet so long.
Yeah, so I work 10 to 12 hours a day. I believe the key to that is get you some really good shoes, get you some compression socks, get you a mat. Like I sometimes wear this brace for sciatica, and it helped so much when I first started cooking. I really didn't like know about that, so I did used to be in a lot of pain, but this has helped me dramatic. Like it's a big help.
And those compression socks, many of you may have heard that because I know a lot of you have lymphatic issues where your legs are swelling. Most of the patients I talk to or fellow Lupians have a really difficult time pulling them on, having the strength to pull them on. Have you figured out an easier way to do that?
No, maybe get a bigger size.
Bigger
I don't
size?
know. Yeah.
Because I heard they have ones that zip up now, or someone else said there's a sleeve that you put it in the sleeve. Um, I know I wear the anklet ones, but to get them to actually be able to I don't have the strength in my hands to pull them up. So I'm kind of jealous that you can wear them and I can't.
So I fold them down. So I do. I have to fold them down and
Hmm.
then pull them up.
Then pull them up.
And it's crazy because a lot of people be like the socks is like tight. To me the tighter the better. I don't know why, but
You're pushing all that fluid up. You're
some people don't
pushing
like
it
them
all up.
like tight. But it's. I thought that probably was the point of wearing them.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you have all these other issues. So that's why you said you took 30 pills. So I'm on like 23 or 24 myself. So when I say that, people think we're drug addicts. We're not.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all prescribed, and so these types of illnesses, there's no cure for them, but they're treating the symptoms. And it sounds like your doctors have found a formula that works for you. I know that that's what happened with me. Is it was a process of finding out what worked and what didn't work. And if you're looking at this young lady, she's absolutely beautiful. She's got beautiful skin. I
Thank
mean,
you.
really, because a lot of people have issues with their skin, especially pretty ladies of color. Sometimes they have discoid lupus and they can lose pigmentation. They have a huge hair loss issues, and we talked about that earlier. The young lady earlier has alopecia, okay, and we were sharing with her about wigs and how beautiful they are and how we should be using more of them. But your skin is great. So
Thank
did
you.
you ever have the discoid rash or the butterfly rash to
Uh,
deal with?
no.
You dodged that one, huh?
Yes, I dodged that one. I was on chemotherapy. Like my hair is really long, but
Mm-hmm.
I like to wear wigs. But I was on chemotherapy. I was kind of scared to take that because one of the side effects was hair loss. I never
Mm-hmm.
lost my hair either.
Good for you. Was
So
that methotrexate? Is that what you were on?
the cell set.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you're on.
Yeah, I was on.
Did you have kidney involvement?
No.
No. Good for you. Good.
No kidding.
So it's been 25 years for you. Okay.
Yes.
2000 is 2025. So
yeah, I got diagnosed November the 1st. So 2 years ago, I was taking the shots. I was getting the shots in my spine. After they did an MRI and all of that good stuff on me, the doctor told me that it was nothing else left for me to do but to get a surgery. He showed me the picture of the surgery. It was like the size of a piece of toast. He said he had to build a cage. I had to get screws and bolts and all of this stuff. He said I'd be down for a year to 18 months and I'll have a limited mobility. And I didn't want to hear that at Metro. So I'm like, let me go get another opinion. So I went to Cleveland Clinic and the surgeon was like, yeah, you still have a lot of life in you. I don't want you to get this surgery. You know what I'm saying? This talk, he gave me some pamphlets and told me like to look around and do some research. So he did some other type of shots that like kind of help, but he was like, since you work so much, the shots is wearing off. But like, go ahead and try to see if you can get your medication back and all that, and you should be okay. And like, had I would have listened to that person, that one doctor and got that
major surgery,
I probably would have still been down. But I took matters into my own hands and got second opinions, and I'm still.
That's often a good idea,
Yeah.
is to get multiple opinions. I know I'm dealing with that right now, in my own household, where there's so many different views, and by the time one doctor says you should do this, another one said you should do this, and then we wound up with their doctor and said I wouldn't do any of them, and it's like, okay, so now we're dizzy trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And so you really need help with making those decisions, and often it helps by talking to other people who have done these things or have had them done.
Have you ever tried ketamine therapy?
No, so that was my next question. I actually wrote that down. Could you explain what that is? I'm not even sure what that is.
So ketamine therapy, now they use it for a lot of different things. Pain is one, cancer is one.
Is it an infusion?
This is an infusion. You go up and you go in and get infused, and it's like I won't say chemotherapy, but you go there for an hour, and it's like all these pain medications in one, and you get them for like an hour and 15 minutes. Like mine is every 2 weeks. They have that, and it worked for everybody different, but it has helped me a lot. And a lot of people don't like to take it because when they hear a horse tranquilizer, they get scared. But yeah, it that's
so when you get this, are you down for a day or two, or do you?
A lot of people down for a day or two. When I first got it, they told me I couldn't go to work the next day. I was like, huh? I went to work the next day.
Yeah, you're a real fighter. It's hard to. I can tell it's hard to keep you down. Yeah, good for you.
Even when I was taking them injections, like they'll give me this medicine to put me to sleep. They had me count to 10, and then they say count backwards and count again. They was like, you know what, just forget it. We might as well work on her. She's not going to sleep.
Oh wow.
She's not gonna go. Even when they do the ketamine, a lot of people be sleep. I don't. It's like I'm in another world, but I don't go to sleep.
Wow.
But you should really try. University Hospital in Parma, and they got one in Cleveland Clinic is the only hospitals that do it here. But I will bring some cards or get the information and bring it to the Lupus Walk.
Yeah, I've not heard of that. Is that it's older treatment? It's a newer treatment. Okay.
It just got. I think it was like older, but they just brought it to the hospitals. It just got maybe FDA approved. Yeah. So
Interesting.
A lot of people don't know about it.
I can jump in, Suzanne.
Sure.
So, yeah, ketamine. Historically, it's an anesthetic in the veterinary industry. So it's
that's
not.
Why you know.
Yeah. That's like predominantly what it was used for, and more recently they actually do a lot of treatments with PTSD for it, and a lot of mental health treatments.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard. That's really interesting. Like I haven't heard it being used in that way. So you said it was like predominantly for your pain.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do you get any like hallucinogenic effects?
Some people do. Yeah, because when I first went in and got it, I don't know what I was talking about, but yeah, I was talking, and you just feel so good. Like,
Yeah.
and I was scared to take it at first because they kept saying horse tranquilizer, but I went on YouTube and I looked at the videos. But
Why is it a horse tranquilizer?
Well, that's like originally. Well, it was kind of like ivermectin during COVID. Ivermectin is used as a dewormer in dogs, but it's also used for a million other things.
Right, right. It was
So
supposed to be a miracle drug.
yeah, I mean, and there's obviously
Controversy.
not going down the COVID
Definitely
rabbit train, everybody, but yeah,
controversy about
exactly.
it,
But
yeah.
there's multiple uses for it. But yeah, predominantly, that's what it's been widely used for up until I would say probably the last 15 years. You just started hearing about it more. Um,
I just started taking it this year.
yeah, and I hadn't, and that's why that was interesting because the way I've heard about it, at least in human use recently, is with mental health things, PTSD, addiction, and stuff like that, to try to help combat that for people. But I hadn't really heard the pain one yet.
And a doctor have to refer you. So Dr. Warren referred me. Like
I love Dr.
he
Warren.
still wears his rose. So
Right,
you're a doctor. And then when they're administering it to you, it has to be another like nurse right there, like to read it with you. They put it's real strong.
Yeah.
So they give you oxygen in case like you need the oxygen, and they cannot walk away. They gotta like literally sit there the whole time. And they talk to you while you.
It's interesting. Oops, we're gonna have to find out more about that.
Who are you calling over there?
There's a bump.
So I try to do it in the afternoons when I get off work because when they give it to you, you be pretty much
Out of it.
for the rest of the day.
Restful. At least you're
for a
getting
couple
rest,
hours.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a pain relief.
It has like a lot of the pain
Is it
medications.
is it addictive? Can it be addictive?
Yeah, absolutely. But that's to her point. That's why it's heavily right. I mean, you're not going to go to your doctor and be like, "Yeah, will you prescribe me ketamine?" And they're going to be like, "No." You know what I mean? Like so.
So my lupus causes me to have a lot of neuropathy, nerve pain. I have central nervous system involvement, and it's like an electrical charge. It's so painful. It's especially at nighttime. It's just my feet and hands.
They get numb.
No electrical shocks.
Oh.
Like, did you ever touch a toaster and get a jolt
Mm-hmm.
or an iron and you pull the plug in? It's like in the top of my hands and the top of my feet. And I used to have trigeminal which was from my back of my brain across my jaw. Very, very painful. Very painful to push, pick up, pull. And sometimes I'll just sit there like this, like a little
So
puppy
I
and
work a
cry.
lot, so it affects me different. But I know people who don't work. Like my cousin, she take it for she has something else. So she take it and she don't work. So hers lasts for a few days.
I
Like she
see.
don't feel no, but like when
You're
get it,
pushing
you
through.
don't feel pain at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but
so,
can you can you move or can you are you function? So I'm
yeah,
a
so
cheap
when
drunk.
you get out of it,
I'm a cheap drunk and I'm a cheap pain person.
they'll put you in a wheelchair. They'll roll you to your car to put you in the car. So
And I need a ride. I need a driver.
oh yeah, a driver have to stay there with you the whole time. They actually have to come in the back with you and sit down. They cannot leave or they won't give it
Wow.
to you.
I'm like you. I kind of truck through the pain a lot. I don't want to miss a lot that's going on. I can remember there was a time I was on pain medicine so long because back in the day it was more freely distributed pain medications. It wasn't as tight as it now. But you could, man, I had gold salt shots. I had hypnosis. We tried everything, and do you think I became acclimated to my pain? I think my doctor said to me we have pain gates in our brain, and my pain gate was stuck open for a very, very long time. So I have a very high tolerance for pain.
Yeah, me too.
I think we get used to living with it. So, like you said, you have a choice. You can curl up in that blanket, or you can just keep going. Okay, so we keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Complaining only make it worse, and we complaining over something you don't have no control over.
And no one's, and the people are trying to listen to us. because we look okay.
That's what the people get on my nerves. Like, you look good. Okay.
You don't know what's on the inside, right?
But yeah.
Real quick, Suzanne, what was that? What your pain tolerance comment? That what did
My
you
pain
do?
gate.
Yeah, yeah, but what did you do? You did something, and when you broke both your legs, you used it to
I
walk
was
to your car.
self-hypnotized, so I fell down the steps and broke
Yeah.
both. I also am a licensed realtor and own my own real estate company. Okay, and I was showing a house, and you know how all steps are the same size. Well, I was halfway down the steps, and the steps weren't the same size, so my feet missed the step. So I fell all down the rest of the steps, went through a door that had those great sound. I broke 3 ribs in both of my legs. And I knew I was in trouble. I knew there was something terribly wrong. And the people I were with were not helpful. The people I was showing to the house actually stepped over me because they wanted to see the family room. They didn't realize the pain level, what happened to me. I was able to self hypnotize myself to walk to my car and drive myself to the emergency room. Once I got to the emergency room, I was hysterical. Okay. And I remember them wrapping both my legs and saying, she can't go home. And my son's going, she could do it. She can do it. My mother, she can do it. And I'm thinking, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. But I went under hypnosis for several years, therapy for pain and sleep. My nights were so painful I couldn't sleep. And I became suicidal. When you can't sleep and you go without sleep, I became suicidal, so I was forced to go to a psychiatrist. And he taught me pain management through hypnosis. Okay. And for me, it worked. You know, some people do it for weight loss, some people do it for cigarettes, some people do it for addiction. For me, it was sleep and pain.
So I just told my pain management doctor, I said I'm going crazy. I need something for pain. So he just prescribed me trazodone.
It's interesting because
It
some
worked.
pain doctors now or pain management place do everything but administer medications. They're teaching you all types of holistic
So I had to
things to
find one
do.
myself. His office is in Columbus, but he has an office here in Cleveland. He comes every 3 weeks down here in Warrensville. He's the only one who will give me my pain meds.
Hmm. Yeah, sometimes I remember asking the chairman of our board is where do you draw the line now? Because a few years ago they used to write scripts for everybody, and then opioid problems became huge and addictions became huge, and they stopped. They
Yeah,
stopped.
so mine stopped in 2012. So I was just in pain, just fighting. I actually found him last year. This
So I
same
did. I did ask. Well, what do you do with that person that you have no? You know, what do you do? You just let them suffer. What do you do?
Yeah, that's what
He
they
said
do.
when you have those worst case scenarios where you have tried everything and there's nothing else you can do, and they are slipped through. They do pass them through, but those are very few and far. They make them attend all these other classes, all these other methods, but at the end of the day, if they were tried and true and didn't work, then they do offer them up. But they are very cautious about people getting addicted because
Yeah,
we had a lot of patients. A lot of our constituents were very, very upset because they were accused of being drug seeking, so they started hopping from doctors to doctors to see if they can get scripts written, and that went on their medical records. That worked against them.
I didn't. I just chalked it up and gave it up. But I'm like, no, like, dude, it's something, y'all. It's something got to be done because I'm going through too much. I work
Hmm.
every day, and I said I used to take pain pills back in the day, and I took them as needed. Right now, I take them as needed,
Hmm.
and it don't even stop the pain. It just ease the
It's a
pain.
band aid.
Yeah, so it's like, and
Yeah.
my pain levels be so high that I go into stroke mode. So y'all have to do something, and
Hmm.
they notice that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
I'm gonna bring
we all
some,
react differently to pain.
and I'm gonna bring some cards as well because this guy does. He will give you your pain
Hmm.
medicine. And he has a pain psychiatrist that you can talk to. And like I like to tell people, if you go to him, he's not gonna play no games with you. No drinking and all of that stuff. Like, yeah, he take a drug test every 3 weeks. He's very
Well, I'll
attentive.
tell you, the other night it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was real tempted to get up and have a gin and tonic. And I thought to myself, now, Suzanne, that's the first sign on a road that you don't want to go down. Okay, because I can see how that could be pretty addictive.
But that was crazy because the liquor that it's crazy as this may sound, it worked better than the pain pills. You don't feel pain and you go to sleep.
As I said, I'm a cheap drunk. It knocks me out. I'm not a drinker, and I take a lot of meds, so I got to be careful when I do drink.
Yeah.
Because then I'm looking for trouble. We got to watch what we drink and as we take medication at the same time.
So I just heard a couple glasses of the dark wine, red wine.
Mm-hmm. So I grew up on Dago red wine. Okay, the old red wine that came in the straw bottles. Remember the Chiantis? Okay, I grew up on that. My grandfather thought a glass of wine a day was healthy. And so you would think I'd have a better tolerance to alcohol, but I don't. I don't. But tell me now. So you were diagnosed. I can already see you're a strong-willed woman. You still get up. You go to work, and you got that beautiful shirt. Tell us how you got that shirt.
Well,
that
I
don't
got this
have.
shirt because when I started fundraising, I went ahead and made over $500 within the first couple of weeks when I first started campaigning because we thought the walk was going to be in May. So, but we got rained out, so I knew I had to do at least 500.
Well, you did a great
So,
job,
yeah,
and you
so-
consistently do
I'm
that.
still, yep.
You consistently do that.
I'm trying to reach my goal. I'm still fundraising.
Well-
I'm sure my thing every day, and hopefully I reach my goal.
Well-
I'm not even gonna say hopefully. I'm gonna reach my goal.
Yeah, I can attest that she does in fact share every day because I'm friends with her on
You
Facebook.
see her?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few. Amanda
Yeah, I
shares
saw you
hers a lot.
recently. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at her, go girl, go. We need more of you. We need more warriors
many-
that stand up.
How many years have you been doing the walk?
Oh,
Because we were talking about it earlier, and I wasn't sure. I've only been here for
years,
3 years,
years.
and I've known you.
Beyond 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
Well,
Yeah, you already.
Leslie's been gone since
Okay.
2019.
And I was doing it way before that. So
Mhm.
when we was doing them down at the Jacobs, the Indian Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
when it was Jacobs Field.
Yep.
Mhm.
What year was that, Suzanne? Was that
It
17?
was like
16?
17.
So
It
when
could be like
first started-
17 or 18. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's awesome.
We family, we locked in love.
Maybe like
Real quick, along those lines, one of these days that we have that giant box of pictures in the cabinet that we found. We should bust those out.
Bust them out,
Actually, you know what? Let's bring them to the walk.
Let's bring them to
Let's
the
bring them to the walk. They'll be at the patient table at the walk.
Spread 'em all out.
And we're talking old pictures, like down in the park right behind the office.
I didn't have
old.
any wrinkles back then. I was a young.
We used to have the little yoga thing inside of something like how you did the
We
yoga.
did, we did all kinds of stuff.
I
in the
got pictures
past.
of
Yeah.
that too.
Yep.
I don't think I could do yoga.
Oh, we'll get you doing yoga. Hey, you know what? We'll get you that gin and tonic, and I
We'll
bet
get-
you'll be doing yoga.
Well, we had a hula hoop girl last year. Did you see her? Oh, what
Yeah.
fun was she, man? I went
Yeah,
home,
she
my
was- I
back
think she
was
right
killing me.
next to
But she was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
She was a-
Jerry is her name.
She was
Yep,
a
Jerry,
real,
yep, she was right up there with me in the
Real-
She'll be back this year.
real
She's
spin of
excited.
energy. So we have a little bit longer walk. Did you actually walk the walk?
Oh my God, yes, up that hill and down. You would have thought my nephew, he passed everybody, so we thought he was the person leading the walk.
Oh no!
And the husband who was leading it, they was like, he should be the leader. The team, yeah, he was gone.
I'm not waiting for all you old folks or all you
Right.
sick
He
people to
get
get
up there
going.
and just wait till
We're going a little
He run
further.
track.
Do you know anything about the route, Alex? You want to share?
Yeah, it's like 3 miles exactly, and it is flat.
You think
It is.
there's no hill?
Nope.
I don't believe you.
There's actually one downhill, and that is it.
down not bad. Going up,
Yes.
mercy.
Yes.
Well, it's hard when
So-
you're down those flats because you got to go down and you got to come
I
back up.
purposely did not say anything this year because after 23 was my first year here doing the walks. So after 23 in Cleveland, we got a complaint because we had to go up the big hill in the flats. So there's no other way around it. So then I vowed right when we started the walk for 24 that there would be no hill. And yeah, I shouldn't have said that early.
The
But-
best location, the best location we have was in the park, but we got too big for the parks, because we had the shade and the pretty sceneries and nice clear roads, but we outgrew the park, you know.
Yeah.
I'll go over and tell my-
What's that?
I'm gonna go over and tell my dad something.
Okay. Yep.
She's leaving. Our guest is
No.
leaving, but
No,
she'll
no,
be
no.
back.
We'll just pause.
Okay, so are we back on?
Yep.
So do you have a team? What do you got going on? How many people walking with you this year?
I think around 8 to 10.
8 to
8 to
10?
10 people, yes.
We're hoping for good weather this time. You know, it was so hot. Oh, wait, we had to cancel this one because there was lightning.
Yeah, the rain.
It was not just the rain, it was lightning.
It
Yeah.
was thundering real bad.
Yeah, I had nowhere to protect anybody from the lightning.
So
you
we
know?
was all up ready to go. I didn't even know. My niece called me like, Auntie, is we still finna walk? I mean, I'm gonna walk with you because it's for the cause. But I'm like, if it's that bad, then they probably gonna cancel it. Then that's when we got the email.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it just was the lightning. There was nowhere to
Yeah.
go. All those buildings were closed and can't protect you from lightning. And then Columbus, it was like 95. There was a heat warning. It's like, oh, great. Now we're going to kill all the lupus patients in the sun. So we had to cancel that one. Ohio's weather is kind of wonky.
Yeah.
So look at it now. I feel like we went right
Perfect.
from summer to fall immediately. My
Well,
flowers are
yeah.
freezing.
It is supposed to heat back up again, but now this is just the 7-day
you gotta-
forecast. So
you
we
tell
know
me
in
there's
we know in
thunderstorms
Ohio
coming.
that this means absolutely nothing. But I accidentally saw, and next Saturday, as of now, is 68, partly cloudy. So
Sweaters.
That's good weather to walk. in.
Sweatshirt.
yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's better
So-
than 90. As long as it's dry. We did it one time and it started snowing on us. It's like, dear Lord, what is going on? It was in October. The walks lupus awareness used to be in October during brown season, and we used to have to fight. And we had them on Sundays.
Mm.
Okay, and we used to have to fight it all the time because people wanted to go to the games or they wanted to go to church. They can't win. But okay, we're going to see you at the walk. You raised quite a bit of money. You've been doing it a while, and it looks like you're doing great. You found your way in life. You've made decisions, and you found some help, and you've got some therapy that other people don't have. But most of all, you got a great attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a great attitude.
Yeah, can you just? I mean, I know you said basically in true Latasha fashion, you were just like, "Well, nobody's going to do it for you, so you just got to get up and do it." But like, where does that come from? You think? How do you?
I got that from my grandmother.
Mm.
Yeah.
You just gotta get up and go. You can't depend on nobody. If you want to live, you gotta keep on going. Like I was just raised like we don't quit. We keep going. We bend. We don't break.
We bend, we don't break. I
A
love it.
couple, my grandbaby was really sick. She was unresponsive at the age of 3 years old. It was bad. Seizure, stroke. 3 years old. COVID, right? Really bad. The doctors. I talked to the doctors. They told me they was working on her, keeping her comfortable. I said, "No, you don't tell me nothing like that. Because when you tell me you're keeping somebody comfortable and you're working on them, I said that mean they about to check up out of here." I said, "My grandbaby has my last name. She's strong. She is a fighter. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning. When I get off of work this afternoon, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give you some time to work on her. But when I call y'all at 5 o'clock, I want to hear something different."
Yeah. Amen.
And they said she's resting.
Yeah. Amen.
She's doing really well.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, we all
Grandma
get
baby.
these burdens to carry in life, and many of us have heavy hearts with different things. And so much even harder when you're fighting a disease that you live with every day. But, you know, you got some spunk in it. And if you got it from grandmas, well, God bless grandmas, right?
Yes.
You know, we learn a lot from the elderly.
Well,
And
my grandmother always told me turn pain into passion. If you find something you like to do, you
that's
take
where
your
we're at
hand
here.
off of
That's
it.
why we're here, Alex.
That's exactly
Susie's
When
pain
I
into
get
passion.
some real pain. When I can't take it, I just go downstairs and look in the kitchen cabinet, and it'll be some type of food that don't even go together. I start
Oh,
concentrating
jeez.
and be like, I gotta make something out of this, and I gotta perfect this. So I go make it, and I perfect it. If it's some ice cream, I make ice cream. I make candy. I make anything. And when somebody tell me that it's good, it take my man off the pain and make me feel good. Like so. I find something I like to do and perfect it. And when I perfect it, I start smiling. And that give me
So Latasha's a chef. So what's your favorite thing to make?
oh no, you really probably don't want to hear that. My favorite things, you probably don't even know what it is. So my favorite thing to make and eat is a dish called chittering.
Okay. So,
Support, but people hate it.
oh, no, people hate it too. Is it?
Please
is it,
tell her what it is.
tell,
I know what it is.
is it greens and
Intestines.
pork and hawk and
It's
what?
the hog intestines.
What is it?
Yeah, the pig intestines. You wouldn't. It smell real
It
bad.
real bad. So, is it tripe?
So it's something in that nature, but it's not.
What
'Cause
tripe is cow's stomach.
It's cows.
Right,
It's the lining of the
my
cow's
Yeah.
dad
stomach.
used to make it, and we run
So yeah, I used to make that too. I boil it and then I fry it.
boil.
I don't want that.
We would run. Isn't that something?
Yeah, but I make all dishes. I make sushi. I make Italian dishes. I make soul food. Like I bake, make candy. I make ice
Hmm.
cream. I make a lot of stuff. Um, I have a passion for soul food.
My thing is tomatoes. Life without. If they tell me I can't eat tomatoes, I'll just
You
shoot
like
me.
fried tomatoes?
I like any kind of tomato you got.
So it's crazy because
Green tomato,
I
fried
fry
tomatoes.
green ones and I fry red ones, and I do them like so perfect. People be like, "How you do that?"
Or you
It's the
put them in
same
the
way.
oven with some Parmesan cheese on top with some little bit of oil. Oh,
I do mine with I do cornstarch or flour. Then I do the panko. I dip it in the egg, the flour, and panko, and I fry it up. So
mm.
with the Italian season, so
Hmm.
I do mine the gourmet
I, s-
style. You
I
like
swear by panko breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
The Asians got frying right. The Asians and the South. Those are the
have you
two.
ever had
Like,
your French toast done in it?
oh no, but you just gave me an
No.
idea. I love to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, our restaurant makes their own breadcrumbs. I swear the best. I don't know what they do with those breadcrumbs, but they're in the Caesar salad, and I just love them.
Just
I'll
wait.
just order the Caesar salad, just get the breadcrumbs out of it.
Use that stale bread. That's the best.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what they do.
Oil, and then you do your
There's
little
some
different little
magic in that.
spices. Yeah.
And husband said, well, make sure you give the bread to the birds. I said, forget them. You know, forget them.
Good
We're gonna
stale
figure it
bread
out.
is good for the croutons and the bread pudding.
Bread pudding.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, I am so grateful that you took the time. I know you're exhausted, and shared with us your story and your journey and your passion, and you're an inspiration to other people. You
Thank
know,
you. Yeah, I heard that a lot from the patients.
yeah,
So
you're an inspiration. So, what would you tell a newly diagnosed patient today?
I would tell you never give up. Don't listen. I mean, you listen to the doctors, but I always put God first because He has the last
Amen.
say. You got to keep God first in everything you do. When you go to sleep at night and when you
Amen,
wake up in the
sister, all
morning,
day.
and you can't play with God. Like you gotta pray with God every day. Just don't pray for Him when you need something or something going bad. I be telling people this all the time. Y'all don't even pray. Y'all just wait till y'all need something or till y'all get in a situation. Like don't do that with God because He woke you up this morning. If
Hmm.
it weren't for Him, you'll never get it. So pray in the morning, at night. If you're thinking about something, just keep it that. And then it's like sometimes I always turn something negative and something positive. Like when I do so much, when I can't sleep at night, I talk to God because I know He got my undivided attention, and
Hmm.
that's when He needs to talk to me and let me know. Then that's when I'm gonna talk to Him. So that's how I'm even when on a 12-hour day, if I don't get no sleep, if I'm up and I can't go to sleep, I'm gonna talk to God and I'm gonna ask Him to help me get through all these hours, and that's what He do. And I crash when I get home.
That's
So
the power greater than you.
keep God first. Like don't quit if you can't quit, call find me on Facebook and let me talk to you. Son, you can't go to sleep at night, but y'all can pass my number. I love to talk.
You know, that reminds me, we have I don't know if you belong to it. Alex created a Facebook family group for us where
Yeah,
we could chat
Facebook group.
on
Yeah,
it.
I'll
Where,
invite you.
Okay.
where
Yeah,
we can chat on it, just us patients in Ohio here anytime we want.
Okay.
You have to be invited in. So if you go in, do they ask to be invited? What do they do?
yeah. There's a I mean, you just request. It's just like any other Facebook group. So you just request to be a part of it, but then it'll come. Usually it's me, but there's a couple other people that monitor. There's just a series of questions you ask just to kind of weed
Right.
out
So
the
it's us
bots and stuff
patients
like that.
talking to each other. It's not
And
like
I
our
Yeah.
regular
also would
page.
like to tell people to get you a psychiatrist, somebody to talk to. Just because you get a psychiatrist does not mean that you have to be on medication. Just because I will pick up the phone
I'm
and
with
call
her.
them. Like you don't have to take medicine; they can just talk to you. I do counseling every 2 weeks, and we'd be on the phone for an hour, just talking about anything, and they gonna listen to you. They're not gonna judge you. They not gonna do nothing. I had an incident just at Cleveland Clinic Hospital. My pain levels was like really high, and one of the patients thought it was okay to sexually assault me. So
Oh,
I'm
dear
going through that
gosh.
right now. I got
Wow.
hooked up with the Race Crisis Center. I don't know if he thought he was gonna break me or whatever, but like I've been through a lot. I've been molested, I've been raped, and all the other stuff.
Oh,
So I do have PTSD, and I don't take medication for that. I find out like when I talk about it, like I do find myself crying about because I have PTSD, and he just opened up some old wounds. So
mm-hmm.
I seek counseling for that. When I want to cry, I text a lady or whatever. But like she called me, so I'm going through that as well. And it's like you guys, like I tell Rita, so it's always good to have somebody like to talk to. So just
Absolutely.
don't think because you going to see a psychiatrist you're crazy or nothing like that. I've been through a lot. I should have been getting help. Like if I knew what I knew back then, I would have been getting counseling. But I thought since I was going seeing a psychiatrist, I thought I was going to be on medication. I did social work for 7.5 years. I worked with Bridgeway. I worked with adults with MRDD, and I see what happens to them when they take the medication. So that's why I wouldn't get on it. When I found out you didn't have to take medication, you could just talk too. That was another good thing that happened in my life.
Wow. I want to thank you for sharing that because that is a huge issue and concern that I have. I think embarking on this journey by yourself is dangerous. I think you need to have that person that you can unload to and trust and not necessarily be a family member because we're just taking stuff and giving it to someone else and they don't know what to do with it. Okay. I know when I saw my therapist, it was like I was forced to go. Okay. And I was resistant the whole way. And I even said to the doctors, why don't you make that part of the protocol in the treatment plan? And they said because they get too much resistance, they feel like they're saying they're hypochondriacs and they're not believing. I said we need to do a better job with mental health, okay? Because we're all carrying this hurt and this pain, and I think if you find the right therapist for you, I think it's going to take you on a journey on better miles than you ever thought you'd get. Okay, even after you've been damaged or hurt or have the grief that you have. I mean, we all have suffered some type of grief, some more than others, without a doubt. And you are truly an inspiration.
Hmm.
And I can't thank you enough for taking the time to share and care. And I hope you join our Facebook page with
Hmm.
the group. What's the name of that page again?
It's called Lupus Warriors of Ohio.
Right.
Before we go, I have a
Yes.
question for both of you.
Uh-oh.
So, it can't be medication or treatment related, but
Okay.
you're in a flare, okay? So obviously we know the medication's on board, or like
Mhm.
whatever cocktail your doctors have you on. But outside of medication or treatment interventions, name three go-tos or creature comforts that you need?
Well, well, you know me, I'm a prayer warrior. So for me, it's going to be my Lord and Savior to say, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay. That's going to be the first thing for me. But depending on what it is, Alex,
Hmm.
if it's inflammation, I'm going to look for a nice bath.
Hmm.
Okay. For my hands. All right. If it's my legs, I'm going to look for a heating pad. All right. Or I'm just going to curl up my blanket, my pillow, and suffer until it goes away
Yeah,
and get the rest that I need.
right.
Okay,
Well,
that's
lucky for you, you have like a what, 6'7" heating pad? 6'7" heating pad named
Well,
Mr. Bill.
inflammation. You're supposed to apply ice, or depending on where it is. To me, look, it's there, and sometimes it's there worse than other times. But usually, for me, it comes in the middle of the night, so it's
Yeah,
disruptive my sleep, which makes things even worse. So usually, sometimes I'll just lay there with a tear in my eye and the Lord in my heart and say, "Jesus, help me."
yeah. What about you, Latasha?
So yep, I take a bath hot as I can stand it. I pray, I cry, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes, like I hate crying because, like my fiance, he be looking at me and he like feel bad because he can't help, and I be like, he'll look at me, I like, you better go ahead on, don't come sensitive on me, like I'm going through this, I don't need you,
Aw.
sad either.
Mm-hmm.
Or I go somewhere like real quiet, or I just go put some gospel music on.
Yeah.
There you go. Music's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm.
hmm But that's true though about music. So we need to talk about music therapy. We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
I could be angry, like, cause pain like make me like so mad when I be in work, and they'll come in there and I be listening to Yolanda Adams, and they'll be like, "All right, we know she in pain,
But it sounds
and
good.
and sometimes they don't even come get nothing to eat. They come see how I'm doing.
Yeah, bless their hearts.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like that. Have you ever tried that cold shock therapy?
Oh, like the cryo?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I
Oh
didn't
my
know.
God, yes.
Huh.
What is
That
it?
really works.
It's cryotherapy. So that's really interesting because I was going to bring this up, but I wasn't sure. We got to find somebody to talk about that too. The other thing too is saunas. Easy because you do have to be real quick, and she's about to say it when we leave.
Yeah.
Please ask your doctor before starting any
Right.
treatments. But I have seen some things, interesting things with a specific type of sauna. So there's different kinds of saunas, but used for lupus patients that have had some benefit.
Yeah, Dr. Warren told me about it when my daughter got it for my birthday. So when you get out of the water, you go into the sauna. Like
Yeah,
when I got in that cold
contrast.
water, they let you stay in there for like 2 to 3 minutes. Like I literally felt the pain pulling out of my body.
Well, that's why I said I do ice water,
Yeah.
ice for my hands.
Oh my God, it feels so good.
It's
I
easy.
went out in Rocky River. Like they just opened one on West 25th. I think I'm gonna get a membership. But
Mhm.
that
I thought
really-
you were into ice therapy.
I do.
or
I take ice
something.
baths.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went and bought one. I don't know how to use it, but I went and bought one.
Yeah.
It really works.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's good. And that's and piggybacking off the mental health, it makes you feel amazing too, like mentally.
So I
You
know.
look like a brand
So
new
I'm-
It's the first thing I do in the morning, typically,
I see
even in the
a lot of-
winter.
there was a
So
lot of attorneys coming in there, and I'm like, what? They were, older people. They was getting in there. They had been there for 3 minutes, and they said they do not do this without starting their day.
mhm.
This isn't going to come out right. Okay, but I'm going to say something. When I jump in that shower every morning, I take Alex with me. Now, what do I mean by that? The water is ice cold. I live in a large house, and it takes a long time for that water to get warm. So it's freaking freezing. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when I'm in there, I'm taking him with me because he talks about this ice thing, and I'm thinking, how does Alex do this? It's so cold.
Oh, you know what?
So I can't wait for it to get hot. But I am blessed in the sense, though, that when this house that I have now, in the house before too, we did have a whirlpool in it. Okay. And in my worst days, the whirlpool was a lifesaver for me. The challenge was me getting in and out of it without getting killed.
They had the jets in there.
It has the jets in it, and they're big. They're in my bathroom. It's not outside. And what my doctor says was, yes, I felt better mentally.
Mhm.
Mentally, it was helping me,
Mhm.
but the hot on hot really wasn't helping me.
And that's crazy
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I will put my hands in hot water.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever works.
But we're going to
Yeah.
conclude this, and thank you so much for
You're
coming.
welcome.
You're
So
so
I did the
beautiful and so
ketamine, I did the
insightful.
Do you have lupus?
No,
Oh,
No.
okay.
he's my wingman.
Okay.
He's my
Well, see, you
wingman.
have somebody here with ketamine,
There's 3 people in this office that do have lupus. So some days I kind of feel like
He
I do de
feels like it.
facto. When they're all doing bad, I'm like, Jesus.
He's the healthy one in the crowd. Okay, everybody, that's our time is up. And as always, I want to remind you that our conversation here was just caring and sharing, and your doctor is still the best resource for you to tell you how to treat your lupus, because each and every one of us have different types or different things going on. So make sure if there's something you heard today, you can ask your doctor about it, but don't you dare try it until you do. As always, thank you for joining me in my lupus living room. I thank my special guest here. She's so insightful and passionate. And hopefully you can join us at the walk or support the organization during these trying times. And I invite you to join us. If you'd like to join me, please send Alex a message at www.lupusgreaterohio.org, or you can call the office at 1-888-1888 no lupus. Okay, until then, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.